Hi, my name is Gerald Chambers. I'm a marriage and family therapist. And today I wanted to discuss an article that I read recently in Psychology Today um, entitled, What Defines the Modern Man by Rebecca Hess. The link to the article is down below. And I think she's saying some important things about manhood and giving us some things to think about. So, what defines the modern man? And male power is inherent in a willingness to consciously explore new roles. We have we have a whole set of new roles that we have to take on. It's one of the things that makes it difficult for us to be men. Is very hard right now. It's not like the good old days where my dad could come home, sit down on the couch, throw his hand up, and my mom would slap a beer in it. It's a lot different now. Men have to be willing to shop, to talk, to dance, to express feelings, to participate in the relationship, to rear children, to cook, to clean. Women are working just as much as men and still doing a lot of the housework. So, men, we got to pick up the slack. So it makes it tough. So we got to explore these new roles. And that's where our power is. What is a modern man, and what should a man be if he's actively and consciously building on his best self? That's a really good question. What should we be doing right now? And so she's saying to us that she feels like the modern man is basically confused. Men have a long and rich history of being protectors, fighters, and status seekers. We go out and get it. We kill animals, protect the family, and, floss our wealth, show our wealth, displays of wealth and status, that alpha male. Throughout all of our evolutionary history, men would compete directly with other men to achieve status in their community. We still do that, right? We still compete against each other, the nicest car, nicest outfits, nicest jewelry, all that kind of stuff. Prettiest women, biggest houses, most money. Men that were better hunters were favored by women. Still to this day, we're favored. If you got a lot of money, you got a nice car, the women, you get more opportunities to be with nicer women. Women are sexually choosy. They select a mate, and they select males that can provide and protect. That's the way it's been historically. So men have defined themselves by that. One of the big things now that's threatening to men is women are in a different position today. They have greater education, they have more economic freedom, they have more rights in our society, and it's not the good old days. They don't need us to kill a wildebeest or, protect the family in the same way that we used to. They don't really need that. What they really want is a man that can do all those things and listen, be empathetic, participate in the relationship, improve that, make her feel safe. It's certainly not the good old days. A woman's they don't want to be barefoot and pregnant. They don't want to be, her role is not just in the home anymore. She has a lot more freedom and is doing a lot more things. And just like she's gaining power from exploring her new role in society, we can also gain power from exploring our new roles in society. We need to round out our skill sets. That's a new role for us. Being better, more emotionally intelligent, not just knowing our own emotions, but kind of tapping into what she needs and her emotions also. And being able to communicate that, being able to listen, having some empathy, being able to make corrections in the relationship when we need to. That's hard to find. A good man is really valuable still, but a good man is defined by a different set of rules today, a different set of skills, a different set of abilities. And it's up to us to figure out what that is and not feel threatened by the challenge. And society is changing in some ways where, men are expressing themselves differently now. There's a lot of freedom. You got BTQ community is expressing themselves and more visible, and men want to blame them, like society is changing because we got gays and lesbians and transgender people, they messing up society is what I hear men saying. But actually, their freedom is our freedom. You know, they're giving us the freedom to express ourselves in different ways. And those are the new roles. And, you know, some people don't feel freedom is all that cool because you have the freedom to choose and the freedom to be the type of man you want to be now. And so it creates a stress on us. And we don't have to blame them. We don't have to blame women. Our power lies in us looking at and identifying our new roles. That's where the real power is. Exploring our new position, establishing a new position, you know, being different kind of men, not being angry and destructive, but being flexible and open-minded, compassionate, empathetic, still hardworking, still productive, but not the strong, silent type. You know, there comes times in our society when we have to be, you know, strong and aggressive, but it's like not that often anymore. You know, we live in a different kind of society now, or we should be striving for it. And so she's asking us to take a look at it, and she's giving us some ideas about what she thinks we ought to do. And I don't mind a woman commenting on that. I don't mind that. You know, I think a lot of healing comes from the feminine side, you know, the nurturing side, the side that is supportive. You know, women still need us. They just need us to be different than we've been in the past. They still want to be with us. I don't think women don't want to be with men. I think they want the right kind of man now that fits into a different kind of lifestyle, a different kind of situation. Women are working. They need a man that can maintain a household, that can put together a meal, that can take care of some kids, and still go out and work, and still be productive in the marketplace. Just because things are changing, that doesn't mean I get to take off. I just, you know, the days of women doing 80% of the housework, those days are pretty much over. Women, you know, women can find guys that are not skilled and don't want to participate and don't listen and are not empathetic. They can find that kind of guy real easy. It's not hard for a woman to find that. What's rare is a guy that can really handle himself around the house, that is really engaged in the relationship, that's really into being a partner, that's really into talking to her and listening to her and encouraging her. You know, somebody that really wants to be in a relationship. So that's the modern man in my view. A man that's not threatened by the changing society. You know, the new roles that various people have and the various people display in our society. That modern man is not worried about that. He's confident about his position. You know, because it's rare to find a man that can listen. It's rare to find a man that's empathetic. It's rare to find a man that's well-rounded in his skill set. That's harder for a woman to find. When she finds something like that, I think that women are more satisfied, and that makes me more attractive. And relationships really are about attraction and not promotion. And so I like this article. I like what she's talking about. I like the way that she's encouraging me to explore my new roles. You know, we see this in other groups too. We see this in between minority groups and white folks. See, white folks, the roles are changing. You know, minority groups are here now. We take over. We start to do things. We work in and doing more stuff. And white people want to blame, like in this situation, white people want to blame Mexicans for losing their jobs. No, Mexicans didn't take the jobs. The capital left. You know, the capital left. And we're scapegoating Mexicans, our Latinx brothers and sisters. We scapegoating them. They didn't have anything to do with the jobs leaving. No, so but white folks got new roles. They're not going to be dominating everything. They got a new role. They got to figure out what their new role is. They're not going to be running everything. There's no reason for them to be threatened by other groups, people of color gaining freedom. There's no reason for them to be threatened by that. Just like there's no reason for a man to be threatened by a woman gaining her freedom. I just got to find my new role. You know, they say in the neighborhood, get in where you fit in. So, and this is what I'm talking to clients about. What's the new role around the house? You know, it's stressful for men to be different. You know, it's stressful. It's harder, you know, but we can do it. We can do it. And I'm here to like help with that, encourage that. You know, instead of being mad at women, instead of, you know, treating them poorly, resenting them, you know, identify your role and get to it. And earn your own respect and the respect of others. So anyway, if you like this, like it. The link to the article, the full article, is down in the bottom. I appreciate you just listening. Thank you very much.